I got 3 problems with this thing. We're gonna get right to them. One of them is the steering column. It just keeps spinning. We're gonna find out what's going on with it. We're gonna fix them. Go ahead and take a look at this flat wheel. It's off the rim. It's on the inside. It's not on the outside. We're gonna get that back on here. Okay, and the other issue I know about right here is when you go to start this thing, you can start on this thing all day. You're supposed to have it in the off position in order to start. Obviously, your blades cannot be engaged, but what you don't know is right here, there's a little button down in here. And if you can't get your mower started, this could be that problem. We're gonna look into where it's at, how to fix it, and what's going on. Okay, so I know, and some of you might ask, like, why don't you just drag it up there? Or why don't you just throw it on your trailer and take it up and, you know, get it up there? Well, we could do that, that's fine. But most people aren't gonna be able to do that. And another reason why we're not gonna go ahead and take and drag this thing around is because it is mounted on one side. On the back side here, it is still mounted. If I drag that, I potentially am going to unmount that off of there, and that's just another situation that's going to make this tire mounting even harder. Right now, we just have to deal with 1 seal. Otherwise, there's 2 seals, right? Harder work. 1 plus 2. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get in here. We're going to jack it up. We're going to find a good place. Process that my air compressor is definitely going to kick on. I know that. Okay, so there we go. We got a wheel. It's flattened. It sat here. It came off the rim. We know that. While we have this open, we're going to dig out whatever dirt we can. We're going to check out the air stem. Air stem looks great. Our second option, we're going to take this off of here, take it up in a different scenario, and blow this up a different way. But we're going to try to do it right on the rim first. Over towards the rim, a little more close this way. That's what we're looking to do. Work over that. A little pressure on it here. Put it all back over there. You saw that. Watch. Open. Pull it back. I'm going to push the pressure over here like this, okay? But I forgot my air compressor on the air compressor, so you won't be able to hear everything I'm saying, but you can see what I'm doing. Put pressure on here. Got it. It's filling. And then we got it. We're going to overfill it a little, just to make sure it seats. Take the jack off. I'm going to jump on this thing a little bit, just to make sure it's seated. That's not a professional trick. That's my trick. Okay? Good. We're going to let some of this air out. We're going with years of experience here. A little bit of give is good for me. And we're back in business as far as that goes. Now that we got the wheel done, we can actually push this thing around wherever we want this thing to go. But the wheels still don't spin. Just remember. So we're gonna have to kick it along as we go and kind of help this thing spin on to problem number 2. The steering shaft. That issue is right down in here. Let's get this thing pushed up to the shop. Check it out on better grounds. You do it like this. Or like this. But what about like this? Alright, so we got this thing in place. Let's get over to this side, zip it up, and get this steering problem fixed.
The gear's not spinning.
The gear's not spinning?
That's what we're
going to fix today.
Yay!
Here we go. We got it jacked up. I lowered the deck right off the front so I can have access to that screw, which is right here. Now you can get under here with your impact wrench and drive away, get up under that screw in. Alright, so all you're gonna do, spin that steering wheel as you might see happening up there. We need to grip that steering wheel. But I think there's a better way. Grab yourself a little pair of these right here. Lock onto that bolt. And we're gonna spin it from up here manually and make that work for us. It's gonna be, I think, a lot easier. Alright, so this is where we're at. I have this obviously attached. The screw is attached to a pair of vice grips, and the logic is it's going to get locked on something in here when I turn the steering wheel and help me to be able to move that off of there. The reason it's so tough is because this screw is put on with Loctite. Now we're gonna go ahead and try to spin this and see if we can lock it up. Something. Nope, vice grips fell off. Let's try again. Okay, that seemed to fail. Let's try a couple pipe wrenches. Let's see how that works. Okay, and I'm gonna get into a spoiler alert here. This is actually what we're trying to change. These are flanges. I got them in a 3-pack. That's what we're changing out. It wore out. It wears out right along this area right here. And that's the issue. It becomes oblong. Another option is we may end up going and grinding the edges off of that screw and using an open-ended wrench. So right now, okay, so after all this, we're going to go back under here and we're going to grab that vice grip set, kind of twist it off, make sure we grab the nut where we want it, and slide it out of place. Boom. Got the nut. This is what it turned out as. 12 millimeter, I think, is what I ground it down to, but it did not do that on purpose. The rest of this pulls out pretty easily. Just like that. We're just gonna lift it up and set it like that for right now. It's just kind of resting in there. And what we're after is this piece right there. There. That flange piece. That's what it looks like. Remember the other one? How oblong one that one is? That's what we're gonna do. This goes in there, face down like that. And another important thing before we put this back together is we want alignment. You see this gear right here? This gear, when I turn the wheel, I'm shifting the wheel like this. When I turn this wheel, we need to find that middle tooth. So we're gonna go ahead and count them. We're gonna find the middle tooth. We're gonna turn it as straight as we can. We're gonna try to line those gears back up when we come back down. Just like this. But without the hose in the way. Okay, so let's get this thing back together. Clean off the hole a little bit. Gonna hit it with some air. Hit it with some air. Secured that nut in there just like I told you. That hex washer is down like this. I'm gonna go underneath the bottom here and I'm gonna stick my finger in the hole, but see, first I gotta move these cords out of the way. The reason why I can't move these cords back here for install, we're essentially gonna do this. Stick my hand under here, make
sure that hex screw is right in place. Keep your wheels locked and align your steering wheel first. Make sure right there, that's where I want it. My steering wheel ish for my mower. I'm good. My wheel is straight. I'm there. Now I'm going to get back under there. Keep applying pressure, and I'm going to take this screw and we're going to put it back in place. I'm going to put a little lock thread on here. To get this thing locked down a little quicker, we're just going to take the impact wrench and we're going to hit it right up on the screw like this. I'm going to reach up there and hold that with my foot like that. See that? Multitasking. I'm done. That looks good. And there we have it. Done. Centered. The gear looks a little worn. Next time, maybe that needs fixing, but this seems to do the job. Tightened it up. I have a couple of spares for next time. Looks right, and here we go. We're on to number 3. We can't start the engine. Because why? This just doesn't seem right. Let's find out why. We're going to get inside here. We're going to look at a clip inside of here. So first things first, uninstall your battery. You can go ahead and take this mechanism off like this. Put this aside. Don't lose it. Now, these screws are normally an 11 millimeter, 12, 13. Have a bunch around. Sometimes you need a set for the other side. They got real rugged thumbs, so I just use those. Obviously, you notice me pulling this negative cable first. Put that right back where it goes. Pull these right out of the way. Lift out that battery. The battery goes in. And we reinstall the exact way we took them off. Now we could probably do the work without taking these little shoes off, but since we're here, we're going to. You just reach down, these little shoes right here. You just reach down, pull in like this. You gotta squeeze one like that. See, one like that, then it goes up. We're gonna do that same thing for the other one. Squeeze in, lift up. You just have to twist them up like this, and then squeeze out. Let's get in here. So now that we're in here, let's see what we're looking at. See that? That's to engage. That's a little broken there. But this wire is to engage your mower deck. Okay? See that button down there? This electric situation right over here. This back there. That has a button on it. See that button? Hit the top. What I did to just get that view was engage the mower deck. So right down here is a button. That button has to be pressed by this mechanism in the off position. And if it is loose, see how it's coming out away from the wall? Because it's just simple wear and tear. It is not going to depress that button. How do we fix such an issue? What I'm going to do is I'm going to hammer that back into place a little bit, and I'm going to stick a washer in the back side of it, but not just any washer. I'm going to use a C washer, and that has 2 pizza slices cut out of it, and I'm going to wedge it back in behind the shaft. And what that's going to do is just create enough room for that to be solid, and I'll be back with that picture in a minute. Alright, so I got that. So I got it stuck back in there. I went from back here, and I couldn't get it on film, but I took the washer and I put it against this plate, and I wedged it back under here, and I wedged it right back behind there, and it tightened it up just enough to where now I hit the button and I do this. Hear it? See, that's me hitting the button. I can bounce off it if I want. But now I'm on the button. Now I can start the engine. Okay, let me put this thing back together. We're gonna take this for a ride, see if everything works.
Okay, so that's the end of that, guys. We figured out getting our wheel back put on place. Why our steering wheel wasn't spinning properly. All to do with this flange. Simple $8 part. And why our mower may not be starting. Could it be that little clip inside of there that we showed you? Next time, we'll talk about this. Why I keep going through so many belts.